Yeah, so I actually met JC last year. Got a couple emails from him about Teen Truth, and he was coming through Dallas, so we met up for breakfast. Weren't able to work anything out last year, but we're pretty happy with kind of how Cristo Rey Dallas and Teen Truth might be able to work together. So when I saw his email about the book, we usually ignore things like that, but I took a chance just to look at it, read the title, and was like, okay, I wonder if this would be interesting. So I sent it over to the student life team, to Michael and JP, and hoped that they would read it.
I work with Michael, and he and I work really deeply with school culture and with student life here at Cristo Rey Dallas.
And he emailed me and he said, check this out. It might facilitate a good conversation. At first, to be honest, didn't even open up the link, didn't read anything about it. Little did I know that the conversation would spark some really good things for the school culture here at Cristo Rey.
I know both of them had come kind of requesting a little bit of professional development.
So this might be worth looking into, and we decided to frame a discussion around this book.
I was like, okay, I wonder if we can push this a little further. So I went to the principal and asked, would it be okay if I took the two of them off campus for an afternoon? But she said, yeah, absolutely, find a time, ask them to cover their other duties, but get away. Go do it, lead them on a 2 or 3 hour conversation.
You have to shake off the dust of your routine in order to get new and fresh ideas. And I think that that's what that off-campus meeting accomplished.
Colin took the time to create an outline. The work that he put into the outline showed how much he thought that what we read was important.
One of the things that the book talks about is the idea of a motto and how important that can be for a school's culture. We realized that it was hidden under plain sight. So we said, wow, that's it. That might be it. Protect the dream.
While I was reading, I heard, what is school culture? And the biggest takeaway on what it was for me was how the school feels.
My biggest takeaway actually came from the conversation born from the book. What I've been thinking about is something that JP actually said. We were talking about culture, and I've always struggled with this idea of how do you fix something if you can't measure it? How do you know if it even needs fixing in a school, if your culture is good or bad or not? Every person can't walk into a room and tell you the wattage of the bulbs that are in the lamps or in the ceiling. But every person can walk into a room and tell you whether or not the lights are on. They can walk into the room and tell you whether it's light or dark, or maybe dim, or if it's bright. The school culture is this idea that you can walk into a building and you can see, is this somewhere that's bright? Is this somewhere where the school culture is strong, or is it weak? Are the students proud? Are the teachers fulfilled? Or are they struggling? Are they stressed? I now can understand at least enough to move forward and say, okay, I can tell whether or not school culture is moving in the right direction.